Damn, that's crazy. I had one of the best coaching records in the ground. Why haven't I looked at this shit sooner?
Because you don't be really in the weeds like that sometimes. But that's okay. Because we're back for a conference championship. I know it's been a minute, but
Yeah,
we live and direct with the Grind Podcast Conference Championship. And then we switching it up today. If you
yes,
can
sir.
see, we picture in picture with the Discord because the Discord is going crazy right now. We got Bag versus J Roth, Bag versus
Mm,
Syracuse,
mm.
Georgia Tech with the daily I hate you post to me, USC and Bag. Um, Chucky's still a bum because it took us 4 weeks to finally get on this podcast together again because the schedules don't work out. Who
Listen, we
else? Who
working
else
on
got beef? Um, Bag and the
it. J-Rob
cheese
got beat a
team
lot of people.
because
Right.
they don't do nothing. Texas and the rest of the cheese team because it's just him out there. Um,
Fighting. My boy fighting for his life.
Chuck, who else got beef? I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, we are missing people. Hold on. Let me scroll. Let me scroll.
I'm missing somebody.
It's going crazy today,
I don't
bro.
think UF got
Uh
beef with anybody, but he be
nah, he
chiming
don't.
in and be catching people on the sly if you're not ready.
Mm-hmm. He'll throw some jabs in there.
The Ohio State Texas chat going crazy right now.
Oh, Arkansas and Texas beefing for some reason.
Okay,
He told Texas that he wasn't that good, and Texas said he beat him by 40. Damn,
we
that's kind
got
of tough.
we got OG saying some wild stuff about he deserves a top five pick, and we
Which is
gonna give it
insane.
to him so he can take Oregon State since he want
Mm-hmm.
to talk out the side of his neck for some reason because he took Nebraska the home team, which he wanted. Wild.
Right. He said for the love of the game. No, it's because you know who they are
If you
and
love the
you love
game,
Nebraska.
you could take Oregon
I'm
State.
saying,
If you
good.
love the game, you could take Oregon State. So
Yeah,
we in here.
it's it's
It's been
hot
a
today.
it is. UF taking jabs at J Roth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think Texas got beef with J Roth too, trying to figure out
Yeah, he
why he's still
does.
in the league and the grind since he contemplating quitting both since Bag was on his neck.
Yeah, Texas said the same thing about Ohio State too. You know what's crazy though? Wanting to switch from Miami to Indiana year one.
Oh my goodness, can we talk about it though? This ain't even a league pod, but we got to touch on that.
We do that's insane to me. I understand the real life situation of Indiana, but on the game
Bro,
when the
that was
game
before
first
Indiana was
dropped,
popping.
that's what I'm saying.
That
Like
was
when the
before
game
Indiana
first
was
dropped,
popping.
oh my gosh, insane.
Discord popping so high I can't even get back to the bottom. This is crazy.
Man, somebody give my guy Kansas, Georgia Tech, bro. My boy be in here. He be taking the trash teams. He grind. He play his games. My boy deserves a good team, at least in the
That
grind. Give
that's
my boy Georgia Tech.
that Coco Melon.
That is Benji.
Oh, okay.
Benji the rapper. Give my boy Georgia Tech. He deserves it.
Since we talking about Georgia Tech, let's go look at their roster. Discord popping so much made my computer freeze. My goodness.
Crazy. It's
um,
crazy out here.
give me a second. Oh, no, my computer really froze. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just go take a look at Georgia Tech's roster, and then while we're scrolling, Chuck, talk about how you feel about the J Ross situation. Bag said J. Roth was complaining, put out a bet for him and said, listen, if you can make the playoffs and win a user playoff game, I'll let you keep Georgia Tech. By far the best team in the grind. Well, short of Louisville, but we know that situation.
Mhm.
Um,
Which is a whole nother situation in a totally different league, but I'm crazy for speaking on it. But we'll keep it there.
for Louisville in the grind?
Okay, so this just a quick veer off. So in Zav's other league, correct? My guy that was previously Louisville and Tennessee in here, Mr. Nighthawk.
Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, we'll get to that in a
He
second.
is
We'll
doing.
get to that in a second. Hold
Yeah, we'll
on.
get back to it. We'll
Hold
get
on.
back to
That's
it.
because that's you deep on that one. You deep on that one because that's you're not the only one. You're the only one that bring it up, but you deep on that one.
Yeah.
So quickly, we gonna go over this the grind bag
Mhm.
and J Roth bet. The bet
Yes, sir.
was he could take over Georgia Tech. That Zevi did a great job recruiting, legitly,
Mhm. Yes.
and he said you could take them over, make the playoffs, and be a user in the playoffs.
Hmm.
You could keep Georgia Tech. If you lose, he would have lost whatever level his coach was, and then he had to go
Hmm.
back to Illinois that was being computer used.
Yep.
First game out the wood. Can you still hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, I got you. I'm here.
Okay. First game out the woodwork takes a loss at Iowa. Tough loss, but Iowa ain't no slouch. Worm, we know what it is. You can't beat man.
Hmm.
Long day in the office. Grab a pacifier, suck it up, do what you had to do, go home. We know it
Yep.
happened. He still could have made
So,
the playoffs because he had Georgia for his last game.
hmm.
Went to play Georgia, said Xbox disconnected him. And mind you, this is supposedly 7 a.m. in the morning.
Like, come on,
So
bro.
he just got off work, just wanted to play the game, go to bed. Just going off of what he said in the chat. Comes back, gets disconnected. Tries to
Hmm.
play again, gets disconnected again. Then goes
Yep.
back and plays the game. Finally, for the third time, beats Georgia, and then
Ooh.
goes about his business. For those of you who don't know, there is a one-time play the CPU rule in effect, and this rule has been in effect
Hmm.
for probably at least 4 years now.
Yes.
At least four seasons.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but this has been the rule since we rebooted after it was a 2.5 star league.
Yeah. But it's been an unspoken rule, just in general.
No,
But it's
it's not. It
been.
wasn't even unspoken. It's like legit been a rule
Yeah. Yeah.
before we changed uh the regular league
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
I think it used to be 2 attempts in the regular league, but we switched it to
Yeah.
one attempt because he said dudes were cheesing, and then
Yeah.
we switched the regular league to just force wins, and then the grind you had one attempt after we changed it to the 3.5 star.
Hmm.
Long story short, out of nowhere, Bag came out. He hopped out. He hopped out the G wagon after a training session and just started lighting folks up. And he hit every
Bag be
time.
having
He
Bag have
said,
time, bro.
I told you, the greatest instigator that I done ever seen in Discord. He came out, hopped out the G Wagon spraying. He said, J Roth, I don't know what you thought this was, but you're not going to cheat in my league and then
Mhm.
play the game 3 times and then not tell nobody.
You gotta stand on business.
Not tell nobody. Chuck, I need you to explain to me why J Roth didn't take pictures, didn't tell nobody, and then threatened to quit the league when somebody called him out. What happened? What
It,
happened, big dog?
I just feel like if it's legit that you disconnected, bro, you automatically taking a screenshot, you sending the picture, you're doing something. You know what I mean? Especially with everything that you have to lose on the line, bro. Like you know it's on the line. I mean, I'm taking every precaution. If it disconnected, I'm taking a picture, I'm sending it.
Got
Matter
to,
of fact,
right?
I'm probably streaming it, matter of fact. But what I believe actually happened is Georgia came out, they was whooping that ass, and
Mm.
he went ahead and he disconnected the Wi-Fi the first time. Second time he knew that couldn't work. You know what I'm saying? He was losing again. He might have got fourth quarter, had the ball, made a dumb mistake, was about to lose, and just close app, and then went the third time. Third time's the charm. So I
Oh,
just feel like that's what happened. All right,
right. So here
and
here
then
was here was my only
let's
question.
rewind. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go
but hold
ahead.
on, let's rewind real quick. Let's rewind. First of all, we do know how Worm plays, correct? If you can't beat man, you are probably cooked. Yes.
Oh,
How
been
do you
all
not beat
year.
man with that Georgia Tech team?
Whoa. Whoa, preach on
Just
it
a
now.
question.
Preach on it
How
now.
do you
Hold on.
not beat? How do you not beat that team with the Georgia Tech team with all those five stars that were legitly brought in, and the transfer portal that was legitly brought in? That team is stacked. There's no way you should be clamped versus man with your receivers, your running back, and your quarterback. It should not happen, especially if the way J. Roth talks about his game. You know what I mean? And the way he plays. You just should not be clamped against that Iowa team. It just shouldn't happen. That's just me personally.
Gotcha. Well, I I can't say nothing
Mm-hmm.
because that's my yearly rival. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Gotcha.
know what's coming.
Oh yeah.
It's been that way
Oh
since
yeah.
day one, and it's just like if I can't beat it, that's on me. He ain't changed his play style. He ain't apologized
No.
for it. And it's not like
No.
he's spamming. He's just like, my team's better than yours. Can you get off a
Yeah.
press? Can you beat
Yes.
man? That's
Yes.
that's we try to kind of keep
That's
it
it.
realistic and not at the same
It's okay.
time, but it's just like he's saying man up.
Okay. Yeah, but think about it though. Like Legion of Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Sherman then was pressing your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you beat it or could you not?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
For
it's
sure.
still realistic. Is it annoying? Yes,
Yes, very.
but it's still realistic. But he's starting to switch it up a little bit though. Like, it's not every single
So the
down and
crazy
play
part
is
is
straight up.
I don't think I care if he switches it up.
I
I
get that
don't
too.
care
Understandable.
because he has been like that since day one. Man, he
Since
done stood
CSB
on
25
business.
dropped, bro. Yeah.
Stood
Yes.
on business, said,
Absolutely.
beat it.
Yeah.
If you
And you
can't
know
beat
what's
it,
coming.
that's on you.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to figure out, like, and since we talking about the roster, let's go look at it.
Okay.
93
Good.
overall receiver, 92 overall receiver, 90 overall receiver, 87 overall. All of them at
Come on.
93 speed. You don't have anybody on the roster with less than 94 speed, 93 speed.
Come on now. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. With platinum takeoff on one of them. You got Cutter, gold Cutter on the other, bro. Like, the speed is there to beat the man, bro. It's there. It's there. All you need is one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. And then as much as he loves them tight ends, boy, you can't even press the
You
tight
can't
end.
press the tight end. So I don't.
And he
Let's
has
see.
Cutter and 85 speed. Like, come, that's on you, my boy. J. Ralph, I fucks with you. We have our little beef from time to time. But,
Ooh,
bro, I fucks with you. There's no
gotcha.
excuse. There's no excuse here, bro.
How
You
do
you
I
had your chance, you blew it.
how
That's
do I
it. That
do this?
is
How
what
do
it
I
is.
add somebody? J Roth is Georgia Tech.
Yeah, yeah.
J Roth is Georgia Tech. Oh, do you know how to add somebody?
Let me see, man.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Got it.
We got. Oh, so as we're crossing over, um, we're gonna have to reconnect.
Got
Chucky's still
we
here,
here.
but we got the one, the only. He's
Word.
he's not a regular, but he's a
Mm.
regular. The
Yes,
commish, but we gonna call him Bag today
yes,
because
sir.
we
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah.
to
What's
it.
up, fellas?
We gotta
Glad to
get
see y'all
to
What's up,
it.
back.
man?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We started off with this Georgia Tech beef.
Yeah,
Um,
I was listening.
give us your perspective because we just went glanced over it, gave them the whole if you win with Georgia Tech, be the user in the playoff, you can keep them with the best grind team short of Louisville right now.
Uh-huh.
We saw the three losses, no evidence, and Nothing, not even a hey, I stubbed my toe or something. Left for you to find it. Um, we'll get to the cheese team later. How you feeling about that? But we just gonna focus right now on you, J. Roth, and the situation. I'll give you your time. The floor is yours, sir.
I mean, you know, y'all seen how I feel in the chat. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be too explosive on here because we got a nice calm demeanor already, so I ain't trying to jack that up. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in line with just what Chuck said. I mean, number one, the dude has a lot of history, probably the most history, since 26 started. You know what I mean? Like he's had multiple run-ins that I've had to deal with. I got people DMing me, seem like every other game. So, he's got an ongoing thing of problems, and this kind of just felt like the newest one. And it caught me off guard because, we had you laid out the bet that we had. So we had a bet going on top of just him wanting to win. And he do want to win. Like he's super competitive, especially about this game. If he was on my basketball teams, he would be like the heart and soul probably because he just wants to win so bad. But um, it just seems like way too convenient for me. And I'm gonna go off to how things smell personally. I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
off my instinct, but it just seemed a little way too convenient to me that for the first time in his history in this whole league with all his different run-ins that this week where he had to beat a CPU that's a tough CPU to get, by the way. Um, Definitely not a layup for sure.
Right,
That it took you, 3 tries and you're claiming that your internet disconnected twice. This is Mr. I have perfect internet. This is on you that the game disconnected. You'll say that to someone else quick if it's a user game. But now today, oh, you disconnected 3 times and it kicked you out instantly twice and da 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 and then, on top of all that, like Chuck pointed out, or I think Terrell might have pointed this out, but um to not say nothing. Like you could at least a
right,
screenshot would be nice. Obviously streaming it is the best way to go. A screenshot would be great. But shoot, I mean, we're reasonable people. If you just sent, I don't even got to be up. What I mean, you could just shoot me a text. Hey, look, game disconnected. Like I'm a running back. Like I'll be like,
Yeah.
all right.
right.
But for you to not say nothing for 12 hours until I sign in, trying to help. We had a bunch of dudes join the grind that same day,
For sure, for
so I was
sure.
just
Shout
going to
out to
check
them.
in on. Yeah, shout out to the new users for sure. Season 5 gonna be lit. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to see, get dudes situated, and I see played Georgia 3 times. Oh, so now it's already over for you for real. So, I just, addressed them, and then the story don't really add up to me. So, it is what it is. Some of my co-commissioners thought that maybe we should let it slide, but personally, I feel like, if we let that slide, then we got to let other stuff slide, and we don't want stuff sliding because we trying to hold up, a quality league. So, had to hold down the punishment. He said he was going to quit. He hasn't quit, but so it seems like everything's all right. He's going to go back to Illinois, and that's that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Chuck, you got any questions for the commission while he, or sorry, for Bag while he's here?
I have no question. I agree full heartedly with everything that Bag is doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my boy gets a lot of what's the words I'm looking for? A lot of
Grace,
unfair pushback. You know what I
grace.
mean? Like
He gets a lot of
like
grace.
guys, my guy is working, bro. Like he does everything. He got a lot of going on for this league. We got grudge, we get legends, we got Hall of Fame, uh Survivor. Like we have everything, podcast. Bro, I haven't been in the league with all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it's just, hey, you in there, you're playing your games, you got a game of the week. But I mean, that's it, bro. Like everybody has a fair chance of getting a lot of stuff in here, bro. And then I'm trying to help him out the ground with the game of the week and stuff like that to help us get that stuff in the ground too. So listen, bro, give my man a little bit of grace. He wearing a lot of hats. That's all I got, bro.
Man, I appreciate that a lot, Chuck, for real. It's all good though, man. It's all in fun, and luckily, um, like you mentioned, like I got
Uh-oh.
and and all that, and Terrell helping out with a lot of the media stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of guys on the cheese team. They doing the best they can. We
Oh,
trying,
do you want to segue to cheese team? Because
situation maybe a little bit, but
we talked about it for a second.
sorry, 1 second. My mic got messed a little bit. What'd you say?
Since you was talking about the cheese team, do you want to do a quick segue? You want to talk about him? I know Texas ain't been super happy. Feel like he's really the only one putting in work right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, y'all see what it is. Texas. A lot of it is just the thing about cheese team is tough is you got to be bad cop, and and I do a lot of being bad cop just in general because that's part of being a commish, I think. But you just kind of got to have not not be worried about, I guess, what other people are gonna say or feel about you when you make your moves in cheese team, and Texas is great for that. He really don't give a dang if any of y'all like him or not. So I mean, he's a great fit. Um, and then we got some other guys on cheese. I mean, really, the only people on cheese team is Oregon's on there, but he's not really on there. He ain't done nothing. So he is insightful. Like he does know a lot about the game, but in terms of like really getting down into things, he's only going to do it if he like really really want to, which is really really never. And then no shade, by the way. Like I'm glad he's there. I'm just keeping it real.
He can
Um,
investigate your ass though. He be investigating quietly, bro. He just waiting.
oh yeah, nah. He could be the best person on the cheese team
You
if he
saying he
wanted
ain't
to.
clocking in?
He
Is that
don't
what
he
you're
don't be
saying?
clocking in. He don't be
Okay.
clocking. And then Georgia, he does a lot. Honestly, he really does. Like he'll tune in and watch games, and he'll try to do stuff. But at the end of the day, the thing is that I think he cares about what other people are going to say about him too much. So a lot of things get slowed. Like they'll come to a decision in cheese team, and he's supposed to like let the league know what the deal is, what the suspension going to be, or whatever, if there is suspension or not, and he don't want to put himself out there like that, or he don't want to just say make things like black and white. He'll leave things kind of gray sometimes. So we kind of trying to work through that. So it is what it is, but I'm glad it's there. I do think it's better than not having one at all, and I'm grateful that they helping out. So
Hey Mumbo, listen, word of advice, bro. Fuck him.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
1,000%,
Wow.
1,000%. Are we trying to get him to feel that way? See, because like even with J Rod, like him and Fries, they had me hot. Like I muted Mumbo, and I texted Fries on the side like, "Yo, y'all dudes got this dude back when you don't even." I'm gonna get on this mic in the party later, and y'all gonna be talking all this and that about how he cheating and da 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 da, and y'all gonna be complaining like y'all always do. But then y'all want to get in the Discord and act like you have his back. Like, why y'all do that? Like, just be straight. Like,
Mm.
just tell the dude, because then
Mm.
you give him this false sense that dude's really actually rocking with him when they not. And so, you know.
It be like that. You gotta stand on business.
So, we trying to work through it. But honestly, I appreciate all their perspectives on it just because, it's better than just having mine. Because, I might be getting mad, I get in a bad mood or something, and I'll just do something that I probably shouldn't have done. So I'm glad,
It's the
they can
coaching,
give me a
bro.
different perspective.
It's the coaching in this, bro. This coach energy.
Exactly, exactly. Like I would just see one of y'all like talking on the sideline when you're not supposed to, and I'm just straight to the 17s till I get bored.
Right.
Wow.
But
17s like
like,
that?
Yeah, it
oh man,
Wow.
I
it's
had
that
these
quick.
kids. I had these kids running yesterday
Hey, if
because
you
they
ain't an
was
athlete, you
talking
don't
on the
even know what he's talking
sideline, and
about. That's crazy.
one of these kids asked me to like he was talking too much. Then he said something slick. Then he said something like basically he just wasn't locked in on practice. He started talking about my clothes I was wearing because I had on like these Fear of God sweats, and he was saying how like he was just talking about dumb shit, like how he wanted these pants, and I'm like,
Bro, be like
motherfucker, like I'm talking about the play. All right, sideline.
Mm.
that. It be
We
like
not
that,
even
bro.
gonna discuss it.
It be like that.
So
Give me them burpees and them laps real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
you
I
got
put
to,
them
man.
together. The burpees and the laps, put them together. See where your
So
heart is.
You got to, man, and they'll finally act right. But sometimes you just sometimes you got to lay down some discipline, and usually, unfortunately, like a lot of things, I'm sure you can relate, Chuck. Like one person can kind of ruin things for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
so it's like, for example, that day, what I mean, that kid happened to say the wrong thing, and now the whole team's running. So one person is whatever the case is playing the CPU 3 times, and now it's now we got to make all these rules. One person scoring 10 touchdowns with their quarterback. Now we got to lower the stat caps. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
gotcha.
that's how it be, man.
Um, before we move on off the Georgia Tech thing, just quickly, do you want to speak on taking an early loss after he did switch to Iowa, with the talent that was accumulated in Metro Atlanta with Georgia Tech?
mhm.
Um, do you think that, granted, was on the road, but do you think that is something that J. Roth should have been able to take care of, or do you think it was just forecasting for what eventually could or did happen?
I mean, I don't think J. Ross is going to be worm ever. I mean, he might mess around and beat him here and there, but I mean,
Mhm.
I don't. A lot of times, man. At the end of the day, it's user over the team, and that was just another example of that. You know what I mean? I think if J. Ross took Georgia Tech, even though I don't think he would have won a playoff game or nothing, but even if he did, I don't think Georgia Tech would have. I don't think he would have won a conference championship with them. I don't think he would have had a top 5 class with them, et cetera. Like, I mean, a lot of it comes down to user. So, and I was much more concerned with potentially giving finesse Louisville, because I do think like okay, he can really maybe mess around. Like he almost did run to the natty that first year. So,
Yep, for sure.
I was more concerned with that one. With J. Rod Georgia Tech, like, come on, y'all. Like we watched J. Rod play. We know he's really only doing a couple things out there, especially with the rules we got in place. So I don't think he's really going to be able to make too much noise. Shout out to Iowa. That was a good win. Good win for him. Needed win. So
Mm-hmm.
way to handle business. But that's where I would have put my money on that game in the first place for sure.
Gotcha. All right. Check. You got anything else before we let Bag out of here?
Ah, man, let's keep pushing, man. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. We can keep Bag in here. I don't care. Unless my
Oh,
boy
I
got
don't. I
something
don't know
for
if
me.
you feel like talking for 3 hours
Yeah,
straight.
nah, sorry. I
Cause
gotta step. I
yeah,
actually about to get in the lab. But I definitely
Yeah,
appreciate
no
y'all,
doubt.
everything y'all doing, and for having me on here for real.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Um, now that we've got that taken care of, let's move on quickly to the what's it called? Got me
Oh,
flustered right now. These conference
oh,
championships. New
okay, okay.
user
College championship.
Maryland and West Virginia both getting these forced losses. I don't know how that's gonna work. Um,
Mhm.
both gonna get these forced losses, but welcome to the league. We appreciate you for coming out. Cal
Yeah, I don't
and
know how that's gonna work either, bro. Because they don't have a conference championship game. I don't believe.
no, but he said they can't. Somebody's gonna. He might just fair sim it, and then
Okay.
loser will just or winner will just get the automatic forced loss in the next round. Same thing, I believe, with Mississippi State and Kentucky if they
Okay.
happen to make the
Got you.
playoffs. Maryland and West Virginia
Oh,
are poised, both of them, to make the playoffs, depending on who wins. So,
got
not
you.
sure if he's going to let them play that out or whatnot. But either way,
Yeah.
thanks, gentlemen, for joining the league. We appreciate having you. Good times around here. Utah and Virginia Tech for the SEC. Utah has been on a tear this season. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to his schedule. Virginia Tech, we know Texas foreman is coming. They call him the YouTube demon, whatever tag you want to put on him, but
Mm-hmm.
he's playing ball. He is playing ball.
That's
So
for sure.
got an early. His only loss was to Frowls, week 1, which is a playoff team. Then ran the
Mm-hmm.
board. Kansas State, Wisconsin, Vanderbilt, which is a good user. Already beat Virginia Tech in conference one time at home. This will be
Mm-hmm.
neutral site. Got a win at Iowa. Another good win. Was this Zevi? Yeah, had to be.
Yeah, that
Had
had
to
to be.
be.
Yeah,
Early. I don't know if the Rutgers user was still here when he played them, but even if he did, another win. Missouri, Texas Tech on the road. That was a pretty good game. It was a lot
yeah,
closer.
that was a good game.
One score game. And then we are at conference championship on a roll with a quality recruiting trail this year. How do you think Utah fares in the conference championship versus Virginia Tech?
Uh, I feel like Utah gets the job done. I feel like it's gonna be a close game though. What was that first score? 24-21. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
it was probably be more along those same lines. Defensive battle. You got to score when you can and when you are in the red zone. Can't make mistakes there. So I'm expecting a good close game right there.
you got Utah neutral site over Virginia Tech.
Yes, sir.
Okay. While we're here, no disrespect to Virginia Tech. You been balling yourself in both leagues this year.
Absolutely.
So we'll take a quick look at that. Early win versus NC State, win versus Hoop. We know one of your losses came to Bag, and then a tough loss at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is no slouch. Good team, good recruiting, and then not one
Most
to
definitely.
sleep on, but anything can happen any given Saturday, as they like to say. Uh, Quality season though. Quality season, as you can see, got the team
Yeah.
99 overall, all across the board, and then 10-2. Um,
Hmm.
Virginia Tech is here to stay until
Agreed.
27. You feel?
Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. I had my pushback, but I agree. It's valid. I mean, it's in the game for a reason. Stunts and all the other stuff he does is in the game for a reason. So I mean, hate it, you can love it, just like with Iowa. But if it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir. Let's move on to the next one. Who we got for North Carolina and Arizona? OG versus
ooh,
Hoop. Neutral site. How do you feel about this game?
I feel like it depends on which hoop you get. You know what I mean? If you get the hoop that's locked in, um, may get some things to go his way with EA. You know what I'm saying? But it could go either way. But I just feel like that Arizona team is stacked, it's loaded, it's, great recruitment. Uh, OG does a good job around this time of year to lock in and get the job done. So it's going to be tough. Um, I feel like it's going to be closer than we expect. I'll say a spread of like 10. You know what I mean?
Spread of
I'll say a
10.
spread of 10. Spread of
Okay.
10, but I got Arizona.
All right. Um, I don't think I like your assessment. The spread of 10. If hoops locked in, it could go either way. It could
Mhm.
surely be a coin flip. Personal experience playing Arizona, I don't think people are talking about this running back enough that has battering ram, and the way his offensive line is
Yeah.
just moving people off the way. I seen it firsthand after a couple
That's for
tackles.
Arizona too?
Yeah, like
Wow.
third quarter, fourth quarter, my linebackers just kept dropping out because they
You
kept getting
feel it.
injured,
Yeah.
and it was just they were making good tackles, but like after a while, it took a wear on them. So that was North Carolina
Dang.
recruits running back, not running backs, but linebackers at a high clip, especially since
He does.
he developed his specialty with that
Oh,
3-4.
wow. Contact seeker with 95 Jim Brown. That sounds about right. If y'all
So
don't know about Jim Brown, go watch the movie The Express. You'll learn everything you need to know about him and Ernie Davis.
so looking forward to that one. That should be a good game. I don't know if I'll be up for this Virginia Tech Utah game if it doesn't happen early in the morning. If it's a late night, I'll for sure miss it. But it is what it is. On to ACC championship in Charlotte with
In my city,
Oklahoma
yeah.
State Mumbo versus you. So I know it's a little weird to be talking about your game on the pod, but how do you feel? We're not gonna have you say nothing too disparaging to rile Mumbo up. I know he's already trying to get locked in for this game. What are you doing to prepare for this game? And has your scheme changed at all from the grind to the league to put you in this position?
Um, I would say I did change the scheme up a little bit. Um, because with me playing him so many times within the past week or two, you know you're saying you got to keep it fresh. So I've changed some stuff up. Yeah, I've changed some stuff up. Can't give too much away. Um, but yeah, it's some wrinkles. It's some wrinkles there. I
Okay.
just know that we have to keep him. We have to keep him contained. We can't let him. You know what I'm saying? We can't let him get hot. You know what I'm saying? If he gets hot into the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You could be in trouble. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. I know we give him a lot of heat for how he plays as Georgia, or at least I know I do. So I'm gonna try to give him his flowers while I can. If he has a running back that's really dialed in
Mm-hmm.
and he breaks one or two of them, that's when I notice
Absolutely.
he could take you out to deep waters and then kind of just wait for you to see if you're gonna do something. What is your plan on trying to slow down his prolific running game?
Stop it early. Stop it early. That's all you can do. If you stop it early, you got to force them to do other things to move their offense. So stop it early. Make sure we are locked in. Make sure we got the right guys out there in the right situation. Um, just contain them. That's the best you can do. I mean, platinum shifty with 95 speed.
For sure.
You got to contain it. You know what I'm saying? You don't contain it, it's to the crib. So,
And is that more of a are you a user gap to shoot runs kind of person, or you're more of a scheme dictate and personnel?
I kind of try to mix in both, just in case I guess the wrong gap. You know what I mean? I got somebody that can get there, or I can click on to another guy and try to get a good angle on him. So I try to mix it up a good bit. You know what I'm saying? So just give them different looks. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just giving them a different look can make them oh let me not cut this way, let me not cut that way, or you know what I'm saying? So you just got
Mm-hmm.
to kind of keep on their toes as much as possible. But like I said, platinum shifty is no joke, especially with 95 speed. Like, I think he has two guys with it too. So I mean, if one goes down, the other one can roll in, and you know what I'm saying. You
We can
just got
go
to be
take a
locked
look
in
at
the
it.
whole game.
We can go take a look at it. You ain't saying nothing but a thing.
Yeah, you got two of them. You got two of them with Barry Sanders waiting to take that over next season. So
My goodness. Listen, I'm normally not one to do this, but we've had people calling out other people. This that 95, 95, 97, 99. I know people might be a little suspect about that. Be like, you got too much speed on your roster. You got to be
yeah,
position switching.
at one position,
At
yeah,
one
breaking
position,
cap.
you might be breaking caps. But nah, just give them a hard time. But good luck to both of
Yeah,
y'all. Hope it's
for
a great
sure.
game for real, for real.
Yeah,
That's
man,
as a person with not a dog in the fight, I got
it
nothing
should
to
be a
say
good one,
about
man.
it. But yeah,
It should be a good one.
and then we'll quickly look at the bracket as is. The bracket as is has Iowa with a first round bye. Even though he is out of the conference championship, that's good to see. Got a first round bye. Ball in Utah first round bye. Arizona and Virginia Tech. Um, 4-2. I believe Utah could afford to lose and still possibly be first round bye. Would you rather have the first round bye or a home field advantage?
I feel like that's. I feel like it depends on where you are in your season. You know what I mean? Like if you're hot, if you're hot and you're on the street, I probably want to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? I want to have home field first round, go to a neutral site second round. Just stay locked in and in tune with my team. That's the kind of guy I am. Like, if I'm away from my team for a couple of days and I come back, it's like I done forgot what works. So I'd rather stay locked in and in tune to my guys and keep playing. But if you're a guy that just, you know what I'm saying, if that doesn't bother you, then, first round bye for sure. Your guys get some rest. They don't get banged up the first round of the playoffs. You don't have to worry about some wear and tear stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on what you prefer. But me preferably, if I'm hot right now, I prefer to keep on playing that first round and go to the second round and try to keep going.
Okay. All right. Say the bracket is going to change, but we'll just play Magical
Mhm.
Fairy right now. Kentucky takes the forced loss versus Washington. Um,
Mhm.
you got Fryles versus Shoemace. Who you like in that matchup? Neutral site in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas at Jerry World.
Um, this might piss Fries off. I'll probably take VTech. Um, I'll probably take VTech in that one. Um, just based off what I've seen with VTech. He knows how to work that team, that Virginia Tech team. You know what I'm saying? If he's not one of those guys where it's just loaded and then he doesn't know what to do with it. Like he uses every ability that he has on that roster and he draws up a scheme for it. So not saying the Frows doesn't, but it's just tough to beat. I mean, playing Virginia Tech early in the year, it's tough. It's tough, and Kentucky should probably be out. He should probably get the forced L against Mississippi State. So Kentucky probably won't be there. But
Gotcha.
you know,
Moving on to the next one. First round, you versus Georgia Tech. I believe that's going to be a force win for you
mhm,
as well. I won't ask you to pick the game, but how do you think
mhm.
you'll fare against Arizona? And then what would you be your matchup plan going into a game like that?
I expect a dog fight. Me and him was in the same conference for the past 2, 3 years in the grind. So we've seen each other's teams literally every year at the grind, being in the same conference. So we kind of know what to expect. Our games have been close, between like 3 to 10 points each matchup in the grind. So I expect a dog fight. Honestly, very defensive. If you make a mistake, you're going to pay for it. So that's on both sides, for me and for OG. Great player. You just got to be locked in the entire game. You really do, especially with that team. And then looking at the running back, like you showed, man, you're gonna have to. Thankfully, I have some depth at linebackers. Try to make some substitutions in between each formation and sets, and try to get some guys out there that can kind of counter that battering ram. Got some guys that have abilities that can kind of, you know what I'm saying, balance that out a little bit. So
Gotcha.
got to scheme some stuff up against OG for sure.
Yes, sir. On the next round, Louisville would be moving past West Virginia to play
Mm-hmm.
Iowa and
That's
South
gonna be a great matchup.
Florida. That will be a great matchup. Man versus a team that potentially can beat it. Who you
Yeah.
got and
Um,
why for Louisville versus Iowa?
Again, that's going to be a good one. I'd say if Finesse comes out with the pass game that he usually does, and he limits mistakes. When I say mistakes, interceptions, I could see Louisville winning that one. Why? Because he has the guys that can beat that man. You know what I mean? I heard Worm say earlier he's been playing with some zone a little more. So if you know, uh, I feel like I'm more of a defensive guy in this game. Like I feel like my defense leads to, you know what I'm saying, certain things. So I'm a defensive guy. So if I start to mix and match some things, I'm not going to say what, but if you know, you know. You start to mix and match some things and put some stuff together. I feel like it can become one of those nitty gritty Iowa games that you come to look for, and Iowa comes out on top by 3. But if Louisville's hot and the passing game is working, I got Louisville. But so it just depends on. Well, let me give you a straight answer. Straight up, I got Iowa, but it depends on how finesse comes out.
Okay. Okay. Bag doesn't have a game. He'll get pushed to the semifinals. Um,
Wow, what a guy!
Yeah, getting them coaching points because J. Raw thinks he's cheating with talent developer. But
Listen, with that, okay. He tried to put everybody in the league on talent developer about 3 seasons ago, 4 seasons ago
I think it's
on the
more than
pod.
that.
Probably more than that, right? But there's also facts and evidence what talent developer does, and you can see what talent developer does when you have talent developer. I have talent developer on two of my coordinators in the ground, and it works amazingly. But there's evidence out there what talent developer does, and we all know what it does. There's information. What some other people do and say works, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna believe, here's my thing with that whole JR situation. If you can't believe talent developer does what it does for him and what it does for other people, but you can believe another guy, there's no evidence out there at all for what he says works. There's something going on. You
Oh,
gotta
you
fix
back
your
on
thought
that one? I
process.
missed it. I fell asleep at the wheel. I didn't even know you went back to that one. Okay. Uh, live update from the Discord. Arkansas will be a user. 9-3, ranked number 10. I don't believe he is in a conference championship. So that will be
Gotcha,
an
gotcha.
actual matchup at the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana. While we're talking about Arkansas, we'll just go give a quick glance at his team, and then we'll let you get the floor.
He's switching over to G Tech.
Okay.
He
Let,
said his name ain't fucking worm. Hey, listen, my apologies. It's tough though. I'd embrace it. It's tough though.
man,
It's tough though. My apologies,
that's
bro.
classic though.
My,
That's like
like,
big worm. Like, don't be playing with my money,
you know
Smokey.
what I'm saying? Big
Don't
worm.
be playing with my money like playing with my emotions. Okay, I guess we'll try to respect that. Um,
I
it,
respect it.
it might take me a minute. Not gonna say I'm not,
Nah,
but
bro.
I might just because that's what I see when I see your gamer tag. But I will try to respect it and switch accordingly. But for real, I do think I thought that's a dope nickname for
It is, bro.
to be like, oh, that's
It
not
is,
my
bro.
name. Was like, let's be honest. Let's stop and talk about it because now I want to go on a rant. You, that's not your name, but you see the thing that he put in the chat rolled up in the lack on spokes and Friday.
You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that not how you play? Like
That's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
be
Play
man. I'm
with
gonna
my
smack you in the face.
emotions.
Don't play with me.
Thank you. That's his
you,
playing style,
you,
bro. It fits.
it fits. So
Like that's what, like, bro. If you come around and you play with Iowa/Ohio State, bro, it's the nitty gritty. Like he plays how those teams play, bro. Like he kind of embodies his team, and it's like, bro, if you fuck around, you gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how he plays, and
you
then
ain't
he
gotta
gonna let
mess
you know
around and
about it in
find
the
out. You just
Discord,
gonna find out.
right? And he gonna
you
let
ain't
you know about it in the
you ain't go.
Discord. And he might straight up say you was a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, like that it fits to me. You know what I'm saying? I'd embrace it, but hey,
But
I
yeah,
respect.
we
You know what I'm
respect
saying?
y'all.
Yeah,
I
we
will try
got you.
to adjust. But yeah, let's just take a look at this Arizona, this Arkansas team that we were updated. Wild.
See, nah, he put the nah. See, like if you think of it that way, if you think of it that word, then okay,
Yeah,
bro,
that's wild.
you got it, bro.
That's wild. That's wild. But just taking a quick look at this Arkansas team. Uh, KJ Jackson, 86 speed, silver magician,
Mm.
platinum workhorse, so he could keep it rolling out of the pocket if he needs to. Decent speed at running back. Hopefully he reloaded in the on the recruiting trail. Only silver shifty, so
Hey man, I like I tell people, shifty is shifty though, bro. Like it works. Like my running back has bronze. Like you know what I'm saying. There's certain situations where you know what I'm saying. It works. He can get
come
up
on
out of
now.
there with that.
Come on now.
But
That's
it's just the more levels you get, the more, you know what I'm
right.
saying, the more shiftier you can get, the
Right.
more you kind of
That's
swerve
like
out of those
shopping at
diving
Whole
tackles
Foods
and
versus
stuff.
shopping at Walmart. It's cool. They have fruit and vegetables, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
Whole Foods. Um,
For sure.
Wide receivers, good speed at your top three. The real question will be tight end a little bit to be desired unless you doing a lot of pass blocking. The scary part
Yeah.
will be this line. Quick step and quick drop. Be good to hold your own.
But how long has the Arkansas user been here? He been here the whole season, bro. Have we just been sleeping on him?
Well, schedules haven't been matching up. I'll take
Yeah,
responsibility for that. So we haven't been able to keep tabs on the league
I got you for sure, for
as
sure.
much, but the line is decent. A lot of good potential, but I'd be trying to get the ball out quicker, be able to take advantage of the running game. Edge rushers, good speed, inside disruptor, outside disruptor with elite dev, good potential. Uh, Hopefully he can 92 block checks, so he'll hold up all right in the run. D
Yeah, it's
tackle,
it's a good young team.
it is definitely chock full of potential. Just got to make
Mm-hmm.
sure. See, you got it.
You you replace the
Yeah,
top heavy guys.
a lot of potential. So hopefully it's a good game. That's all we're looking to see. And
Mhm.
before we let you get into your rant,
But I got back.
okay, gotcha. On the trail, we see Zevi left behind a bag. 4 5 stars and 9 4 stars. Top of the recruiting trail right now. Texas Tech taking advantage of those 4 pipelines in North Texas and East Texas. Cincinnati doing its thing with the 5 tier pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Utah with 2 5 stars. Wow, 2 5 stars. If he brings in a couple more 4 stars, that might boost him to a top 5 class, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Um,
Mm-hmm.
with that 5 tier pipeline in Utah, I believe a 4 in Southern Cal, if I'm not mistaken. North Carolina 5 tiers in the 2 Carolinas, so
Yeah,
quality stuff there. Iowa doing big things that you really shouldn't be doing at Iowa. Just proves that winning on the field trumps everything. So helping that
yeah.
recruitment. Virginia Tech, great pipeline
Real
for
impressive.
Tidewater. It's a lot of
Real.
competition with computers though. But this
Yeah,
could easily jump to a top 5 class as well if he has some 4 stars that just haven't signed yet. Um, a
absolutely.
little leery just because how late we are in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Being this is conference championship week. Uh,
Yeah.
and then
Good recruiting class for TCU
yeah, it
too, by the
is.
way.
Cal got 10 people in, 9 people, and then the rest of the users kind of just filling out mid. We'll say top 25 to probably 50. So
Yeah. The NC State class, it look mid right now with them 8 4 stars, but there's some gems in there. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm still fighting for a 5 star with Alabama, which I'm probably gonna lose, but you know, we'll see what happens there.
okay,
Yeah,
Bag said he's getting to it right now. He got 2 more 5 stars on the way. That'll definitely leave you with a top 5 class right there, easy. And I know you were talking about getting elite recruiter, so that'll be that'll be
that'd be
good for that
clutch.
program, especially out in Utah.
Yeah, and I got two
Um,
more 4 stars about to commit. Also, they just being stubborn. It's all the way at the end, so I don't know what they waiting on, but
Gotcha.
you know,
Um, that's it right now for the grind. Hopefully we are back on a more consistent schedule. Just gotta iron the schedules out. Once we do that, we could be back in it. We're gonna look forward to the league podcast here later today. We gonna let
yeah,
Chucky get out of
that's
here
gonna
because I
be
know
fun.
he has his conference championship game. Y'all might want to lock in for that here in a few
Yes, sir.
minutes. But before we go, um, quick mailbag question from myself.
Yeah, yes, sir.
It gets sprinkled in here and there if you're paying attention in the Discord. So we gotta ask the question:
Yes, sir.
What is your beef with Nighthawk and him being able to just out recruit everybody in every league, no matter what the
Mm.
school? And I'll let you take the floor.
Um, just a little back history, bro. I met Bag in a league that was, I'll say, is more of a league for just labbing and getting reps in and just, you know what I'm saying, just playing and doing shit. Nighthawk was also in that league, and he had this is college football 25, by the way, guys,
Okay.
just for the backstory. Um, he would do the same thing in there, but it was just a little worse. You know what I mean? He would have like 9, 10, 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be crazy stuff. Keep in mind, we're using teams like your Coastals, um, Missouri States, your Charlottes. You know what I'm saying? We're using teams like that. You know what I'm saying? So you had to work your way up in that league, and then you get to advance to bigger teams, and so on and so on and so forth. He would do stuff. He would do stuff like that. Um, he would glitch CPU games. He had two edge guys with 20 plus sacks and D tackles with 15 plus sacks. Like, it would be just weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's been doing this for a while. It's not like I'm just pulling this out of thin air and just be like, oh, let's just pick this guy. He cheats. Like, no, like it's been proven fact since every league I've been in with him since CFB 25. It's always something. Every single year, it's always something. Whether it's recruiting, stat padding, cheating, position changes. It's just what he does, and he always has an excuse for it. And then like there's some stuff in the game that needed to be patched. But yeah, he abused it. Cool. But he always finds a way to get around stuff, and you can never pinpoint it and prove it until he finally slips up and he doesn't realize he slips up, and you're like, oh, okay, so that's what it was. And then he'll still have an excuse for that, like, oh, well, I found this, that, and the third. Well, listen, bro, if you know so much that the rest of the world does not know, it's time for you to make a YouTube. You be a new TD Barrett, Civil, whoever you want to be. Call yourself whatever you would like, because we want to know. Because if it's legit, then it's legit. And then my apologies. You know what I'm saying? I respect what you're doing. But from all of the past history from CFB 25 to CFB 26, you've always been caught cheating somehow, somewhere. And I'm pretty sure when we dig deep into it and people actually start looking, because right now it's cool in Zav's League. Be all these stars, elites, or this, that, and the third. So it's cool. Your excuses are working right now. But I'm sure in about 2 more seasons in Zev League, people are gonna start to pick up on it. Like, if people are slowly starting to pick up on it after the portal, but nobody can just be like, "Oh, yeah, this is what he's doing." You know what I'm saying? So he uses different things in each league, so you can't really pinpoint. So I mean, it's clever, but it's just like, bro, it's just a video game. There's no need to do that, bro. You can grab your 3 or 4 or 5 stars against everybody else, and you can still be good. So, I mean, until he starts winning championships and people can't fuck with him, nobody's going to care. But I'll still throw out my opinion here and there. But, I rest my case. You know what I'm saying? Until I have hard facts and evidence, then it is what it is. But, like I said, if you're a guy like J Roth or any of the guys along J Roth's thinking, you have a problem with talent developer and talent developer ain't doing this, talent developer ain't doing that, but you're going to sit here and believe a guy that has elite recruiter and says strategist and tactician. Do we even know what
Mm.
tactician does?
Yeah, tactician's pretty good.
Tactician is for in-game play. It has nothing to do with recruiting.
Yeah. You
You know what
only
I'm saying?
you
Like,
get
you
XP if
believe
you
that.
win games. You get more XP if you win games.
You believe that, but you don't believe talent developer that literally tells you it helps with coach XP, uh, players when they get drafted and things of that nature, and it's proven facts with Reddit. And you can YouTube it. However you want to, you know what I'm saying? However you want to get your evidence, you can get it. But the things that Nighthawk is saying is working for him to get all these 5 stars, there's nobody that's proven it. So that's all I got, bro.
Gotcha. Man, loaded podcast. Loaded podcast. If you still here, I appreciate you for listening. We gonna let Chucky get on out of here so he can run this grind game. Lock in for it. Best of luck to you and Mumbo. Hopefully we can. Ooh, I will be out of town next week.
Okay, better. I'll be in Texas next weekend with my team, so we'll see what's up, bro.
Gotcha. This should be early though. We'll just be conference championship. So at the time we probably see y'all again, it'd probably be week 2-ish or preseason
Yep.
for the next Grind podcast. So for myself, for Chucky, we appreciate you listening. Until next time, we out.
Yes, sir.